Glancing around his room, Jerry saw the usual mess. There were shelves overloaded with books, old comics, and magazines. Many more were lying around on the floor, and there were even a few old toys he couldn't bear to throw away. His closet was bursting with clothes, most of which he never wore anymore. Jerry thought about tidying up for a moment, then sighed, lay down, and picked up a magazine instead.
A few days later, Jerry was browsing through a book lent to him by his sister, who normally couldn't stand going into his room. As he read, he came to realize that it could provide the solution to his disorganized lifestyle. The book outlined a way of life called minimalism, a philosophy through which some people find happiness by simplifying their lives. They get rid of many material possessions, keeping only the things they truly need or simply cannot bear to part with. In the process, they may feel they have recovered control, enhanced their personal well-being, and started living more meaningful lives.
The notion of minimalism has been around for centuries, and people normally just referred to it as living simply, or something like that. In the last few years, however, there have been an eruption of online blogs, magazine articles, and even best-selling books declaring the advantages of decluttering. That means buying fewer things, in addition to throwing away much of the junk choking your living space. You may think a minimalist is someone living in a sparsely decorated room with few possessions, all of them neatly packed away. For most of us, though, simply adopting an anti-cluttering attitude can bring about improvements that will make life a little less complicated, even if that only comes down to being able to find some missing keys.
On the other hand, knowing what to throw away might not be as easy as it sounds. It can be hard to discard something you have a strong attachment to. For example, a best-selling book by Marie Kondo called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up contains lots of useful advice. One method she suggests is to start by removing everything from your closets, drawers, and shelves and putting them in a big pile. Then you go through the pile one thing at a time and ask yourself if each item brings you joy. If it doesn't, then it is a strong candidate for disposal.
These days, lots of students are drowning in the ocean of stuff they possess. Perhaps you recognize yourself in Jerry. If so, having fewer possessions will present you with the opportunity to enjoy more space, more time, more peace, and more freedom. You may see that there is much more to life than owning things. By throwing out unnecessary material goods, you will be making more room in your heart and mind for the stuff that really matters. Jerry understands this and is eager to learn more from his sister's book. Unfortunately, it has mysteriously disappeared under a pile of other things.